The Navy hospital ship the Comfort is due in New York next week. Overseas, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson tested positive for the virus.
I am working from home, I'm self-isolating, and that's entirely the right thing to do.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Crazy times. I am out at the elk refuge, and actually first time it's been dry. I'm gonna sit right in the sun on the ground. Vitamin D. But like I was saying, this is kind of the first run that it's been all dirt, all dry, and it felt really good. I spent a lot of time on a treadmill this week for a variety of reasons, but I felt kind of a little awkward at first getting back on some terra firma after 3 or 4 treadmill runs this week for some speed. But legs kind of came around good, and it was good. It's nice to have the sun out. Woke up to a shock to the body. There was 8 degrees this morning, and we're late March, 2 weeks into the shutdown here in Jackson with the coronavirus, and things are going okay. We're lucky enough that the community's small enough and isolated enough that people are kind of still able to kind of go about their recreation and get to places like this without seeing anybody. I've maybe seen like 4 people out running, and so it's kind of feels like a normal day for me right now, other than just the mental side of things that's always kind of on your mind with all this around the globe. So I think we're all feeling it, and the worry here in Jackson, we've had 5 confirmed cases here in the county, and the county, or the town of Jackson and the surrounding areas, is about 10,000 people. So it's you know, 5 people is I don't know what the percentage is how that compares to other areas percentage wise, but it's obviously very low. And the concern here though is that you're starting to see license plates from other states, which is normal, but not this time of year. And people are coming in here, getting away, and the hotels have shut down though. So the fear is that people may bring it in here, and once it does hit, you know, a nice secluded small town, it probably will go pretty quickly through the community. So fingers crossed, and hope everybody else out there is healthy and doing okay with all this. So, but yeah, now it's, you know, it's probably 20 degrees in the sun, feels really nice, but that 8 degrees was a shock this morning. But anyways, you know, since the kind of the globe of the world is in an upheaval and really out of balance right now, I thought it would be a good time to talk about economy. And, you know, our economy has tanked, but what does this mean for our economy as runners? And economy is defined as the amount of oxygen we use in milliliters relative to our body weight and the speed that we're running. So another way to think about it is the less amount of oxygen you use and the faster you go, the more economical you are, not unlike your vehicle. You know, the further you can go on a fixed amount of gas, the more economical your vehicle is. And our body is no different. And so we can train our economy to become more efficient in using less oxygen and performing better. And that's kind of the ideal. And that's a lot of the shorter efforts that maybe we do for other reasons, or thinking of economy just as what I described as becoming more efficient. But what I want to talk about today is going back to that word imbalances. And all runners have an imbalance one way or another, whether it's right leg, left leg, right foot, left foot, ankle, foot, hip, whatever it is, we all have imbalances, and we want to minimize that as much as possible. And we can use economy style workouts to help create better equilibrium and take away that imbalance. So you can use these workouts to avoid injury or come back from injury, barring that you're 100%. I have an athlete who lives in Florida who is coming off meniscus tear surgery twice. Didn't go too well the first time. She had to go back in a second time. So aside from building her base foundation back up, the only intensity I'm giving her is economy style workouts. So she is really focused on creating more balance between right and left leg. You know, she's compensating a little bit naturally because from the surgery. So we want to eliminate that compensation. If you have imbalances through time that you didn't know about, you probably naturally in your mind started to compensate in one way or another. So there's imbalances between our right and left leg, right and left body. So that's kind of where I want to go with this message today, is that we can use these workouts to create strength to eliminate imbalances within our body. That's really the holy grail for not only improving performance, but improving longevity and how you feel as a runner. And I always mesh those two. We have performance and then we have longevity, and what you do for either one should also complement the other. So it's not like you have performance, but you're not taking into account longevity as a runner. They both work hand in hand. And this is a great way to increase performance, eliminate imbalances, and improve your longevity as runners and be able to perform longer and longer throughout your life. So what I'm doing today is I got a warm-up in. I'm out at the refuge, like I said, got a 3-mile warm-up in, super, super slow. But what I focused on was providing force into the ground as I ran. And my mind went right, left, right leg, left leg, right leg, left leg, back and forth, just like that. Every step, like I said, I was running very slow. It's very hard to focus on force production when we're running slow. And that's the key of what we want to work on, is force production. We want to apply force into the ground to go forward. And that force aside from all the performance benefits of it, of getting faster, goes to help to eliminate the imbalances we talked about. So we need to really focus on our force production of landing on the ground and pushing yourself forward. More force into the ground to go forward, to get faster, to eliminate the imbalances. So on my warm-up, 3 miles, super, super easy, like 2 minutes per mile slower than my easy normal warm-up. Almost looks exaggerated. And every step, like I said, I'm focused on providing force into the ground. It's very hard to do this while you're running slow. So if you can do it running slow, it makes it easier when it becomes more real-world type of running. And that's the point of a drill. This is almost like a plyometric drill as my warm-up. Okay, I'm exaggerating it, and that's what a drill is supposed to do. Exaggerate things so then when you go to real-world type of running, it's easier for your body and your mind. So 3 miles, really, really easy, focusing, having the awareness of providing force into the ground to propel myself forward. Then I did drills halfway throughout the run, stopped, did drills, mainly focused on force production type of drills to, again, get my brain ready for the workout. So like I said, went 3 miles out, I turned around, did my drills there, and then the plan for my economy style of workout is I'm gonna do a fartlek run all the way back to 3 miles. So I'm doing 1 minute on, 1 minute off. And the 1 minute on is, since it's about 1 minute, I want you to think about 90%. This is not a speed workout, that comes later. Okay, this is an economy and an efficiency force production workout. So we're going a minute with, like I said, about 90%. If you try to run these much faster or as fast as you can, you're going to start tensing. You're going to tense your body. You're not going to relax. You're going to try too hard, which can sometimes distract you from the most important aspect of this workout, which is having the awareness of providing force equally into the ground with each foot. And that, again, that's where the imbalances comes in. Every time I land on my right foot, I'm thinking about force production into the ground to go forward. Then my left, I'm trying to provide as equal amount of force into that left leg as my right and make it feel as equal as possible as I run this 1 minute. And then I'm taking 1 minute nice and easy, and I can still work on my force production as I'm getting a little recovery, as I'm doing my fartlek. So 1 minute on, 1 minute off. It came to about 10 minutes of 1 minute efforts at this economy workout. And so, you know, I train triathletes, and triathletes, I have swimmers do one-armed swimming drills. My cyclists, I have them pedal one-legged on the trainer. And, you know, we have running drills, but this is a way to really focus on, again, creating that equilibrium and force production equally into the ground with each leg to make sure you're using both legs equally. I'm not worried about speed. I'm not worried about wattage or heart rate on this. I'm only going by feel. I'm relaxing, and I'm only focusing on that force production into the ground and feeling myself propel forward. I land, strike the ground, and get off of it, but provide force into the ground. Okay, so try that. See if it helps create the imbalances, or to eliminate the imbalances that we all have. Okay, so we're not immune to this, just like we're not immune to this virus and everything that's going on. So this is something that we all can do. We can do it year round. Again, coming off injury, everybody's going to benefit from this style of workout. And it's just tremendous, and it doesn't require a lot of recovery. So again, it can be done year round. It can be done as part of another workout as well. Okay, so give that a try, and stay healthy as always. I'm gonna do my cool down and enjoy some sun. So I appreciate you stopping by again during this crazy time, and hope everybody's doing well. We'll see you. All right, for For today's workout, I chose the Salomon S-Lab Sense 7. S-Labs are one of my favorite mountain running shoes, trail running shoes. Just enough protection for really any type of running on dirt except for mud. So perfect for the Elk Refuge today on kind of just really hard packed dirt. And so yeah, I call them the mountain slippers. They're basically racing flats for the mountains and mainly used for racing, but I tend to use them year round, cycling them in when I'm running fast. Climbing, they're super light, under 200 grams. So just an excellent shoe, excellent shoe. They changed it a little bit for the 7. The fit's just a little bit different than the 6. I preferred the 6. But it's a scaled down version, a lot lighter, so you have the trade-off of maybe just a change in fit but a lighter, faster shoe. I haven't tried the 8 yet. That'll be this year. It was out this winter, late this winter in February. So anxious to try the Salomon S-Lab 8. See ya.